Devils in Chainsaw Man are created by the fear generated by humans across the world. And these fears can be something as small as the sea cucumber or the fear of death. And I was just thinking the last few days, I was even talking with my girlfriend about this. I was like, yo, what devils should exist in Chainsaw Man that haven't been shown yet that we could see in the future? And this is not more like we could see more primal fears devil. I do have one primal fear that I think will show up later on, in my opinion, my thoughts on it. But a lot of this stuff is just more like funny stuff, fun stuff that I wanted to talk about and just spitball my thoughts on it, what these devils could look like, what these devils' abilities could be, and just surprised that we haven't seen them yet. And let me know down below any devils that you think could exist in Chainsaw Man or haven't been shown yet that you would like to see. These devils are more funny devils that I'm pretty sure should exist, especially because if you're gonna have a devil that is the sea cucumber devil, and there's enough people in the world that are afraid of sea cucumbers that creates a devil, there's definitely enough people in the world afraid of these other concepts. And I have 5 devils for you that I'm going to talk about. So leave a like, subscribe to see more content like this, and hit that bell posted consistently. And let's join in, let's hop on in. So the first devil I want to talk about is the UFO Devil. So right now in the human world, there is a lot of fear from normal people and people that are more knowledgeable about the fear of aliens / UFOs. So this is the UFO / alien devil. And I think this could definitely be a devil in the Chainsaw Man universe. I don't know how much of the real world and the Chainsaw Man universe are, how much they are connected. They're pretty connected in terms of things like nuclear weapons and Nazis and AIDS and stuff like that. And devils being created off of that. So I'm pretty sure for a while they were following the same timeline. I'm assuming that there's a chance that in the Chainsaw Man universe they've also been dealing with the fear of aliens or just UFOs. Even if people haven't seen UFOs, there probably is still fear of aliens being out there. And I think it would generate a fear for that. I'd generate a devil for that. And the idea for the devil for me is I'm imagining that this UFO devil would probably look like the stereotypical alien thing that all of us assume, where aliens are like green or pale with round heads and big eyes. I'm assuming that's what this devil would look like. And if it was a fiend, if it was like the devil that took over a corpse, it would probably be the same thing. Probably just a human body, but like a big green ass head. Just imagining it in my head is it just sounds crazy. Or maybe it's just a human with just big like alien eyes that people assume aliens look like. And I'm assuming that its ability would probably have to do something with, it could be nasty, where if Fujimoto wants to be really funny, it'll have to do something with like probes, maybe like sticks and probes, because that's what a lot of people are afraid of aliens for. They're afraid of aliens either destroying the world or experimenting on them with probes and stuff like that. That's usually what most people are afraid of with UFOs. And I'm assuming like if there was an alien UFO devil, this is what they would have, maybe probes, or maybe even like, I was thinking about gravity, but Falling Devil already kind of does that. So I'm assuming it might have to do something with lasers, because usually when people imagine aliens, they imagine them with like space lasers or like lasers coming out their ships sucking up people. So maybe the UFO devil will have something to do with lasers, and I thought it was really funny, and I'm really hoping we do get to see this UFO devil. The next one I have is the clown devil. So we all know, I think people on Earth are more afraid of clowns than UFOs, but clowns are a big fear that a lot of people have. I don't personally have that fear, but I know a lot of people that have that fear. I have a lot of friends that have that fear. Like the big fears that most people have is snakes, clowns, and spiders. Those are like the main 3 that everyone talks about, that everyone is like usually afraid of. And we've already seen the snake devil and the spider devil. So I think the clown devil is definitely like a good option. And I think the clown devil would actually be more powerful than we expect, because there's just so many people that are afraid of clowns, and I think it would be actually stronger than the snake devil or the spider devil. But I don't think it would be like a primal like fear type of devil, like as strong as that, or maybe even like not even as strong as maybe the future devil or stuff like that. I don't think it'll be that big, but I think it'll be really funny as like maybe a gag. He'll probably like show up or whatever. And it'll be really funny if like he shows up in like a miniature car, like he just drives around and stuff like that, and like his ability is that he's able to like throw like clown accessories at people and like they actually do like damage. Or maybe he has an ability to where like he can actually like summon like a miniature like circus or whatever, and anyone that's like trapped in the circus is like under his power or under his will. Because you know how usually clowns are in the circus, and usually in the circus you follow the plan of the clown. The clown is usually like the person that like holds everything together, or is like scaring people, or just like the main source of attraction there. And maybe like he could like summon a circus. Maybe it's just like one good time he could summon a circus, trap people in there, and anybody inside the circus has to basically like follow his commands or something, or follow his like his dance or something, like maybe follow like everything he does. And I think it's a really, really cool idea, and it'll be a really fun devil to see. Like, it wouldn't be like as strong as like other devils, like I said, but it'll definitely be like a more like an above average strong devil, in my opinion. It'd be cool to see. The next I want to talk about is actually what I believe is another primal fear devil, and that's the drowning devil or the water devil. So like I talked about in other videos, primal fear devils are not always built on the fears that humans are born with, like born to fear. For example, people are born, usually there's a lot of like studies going to this, that people and babies are afraid of falling when they first born, because usually when people are afraid of something, there's two ways to be afraid. There's learned fear, and there's actually like fears that we're born with, and falling is one of those fears that we're actually born with, which is rare. We're actually born with the fear of falling. And there are other fears, such as things like the fear of the dark and fear of water, or fear of animals, or fear of people. That type of stuff is learned fear that you gain through living out your life. But some of those fears can be so big that it's a primal fear. Like, for example, the darkness devil is a primal fear, yet being afraid of the dark. Studies have shown that like we're not like immediately afraid of the dark. We learn about stuff in the dark that makes us afraid of the dark. And I think water is under that spectrum, where we're not afraid of water, but we learn about things that are in the water, such as animals, such as the fear of drowning that makes us afraid of water. So I think that is like a big enough fear to where if there was a drowning or water devil, it would become a primal fear. And I think it would be even bigger than the typhoon devil. Like, you might be asking, like, why is this different from the typhoon devil? The typhoon devil ability is more based off of like, it's the hurricanes and stuff like that. It's not really based off of water. Like, the typhoon devil can somewhat control water and stuff like that, like we've seen in the bomb girl fight. But their ability is more based off of the turbulent winds that they can create, not really the water that they can control. And I think a drowning devil or water devil would be specifically controlling of water. And I think their abilities would be similar to maybe like that of like an Aquaman or something, like where they can just control water, like just every water and on the planet, or maybe even just summon water and like use it in any way. Maybe like use it to like create bubbles, use it to create like shields. Maybe even like if Fujimoto wants to be really nasty, use the water, like maybe the drowning devil is able to control the water in people. A lot of devils can control humans' insides, or a human in general, their entire body, if the human is afraid of them. So maybe if there's a human that's afraid of drowning or just afraid of the devil, they're able to control the water inside of them. And if that's the case, maybe they can like make it to where they absorb all the water out of them, or maybe even like maybe you control them, like maybe like some kind of like blood bending type of stuff, like some Avatar stuff. I think that would be really, really cool. And those are just my ideas. Those are things I'm just spitballing right now for the water devil. So let me know down below what you think about it. But I think that eventually we'll see a water/drowning devil eventually, because like I said, drowning and water are definitely one of the biggest fears on the planet. The other two fears, basically the last fears for this video, are basically like way more like kind of like simpler. So we have the typhoon devil, and I thought about it and I was like, yo, there's other natural disasters, and I was like, what other devils could be created from natural disasters? And I think that's the earthquake devil and the thunder devil. So the earthquake devil is definitely going to be a lot more simpler. I think it's going to be very similar to the typhoon devil, where it's basically like a giant like baby person man thing that could control the winds and just be really destructive. And I think an earthquake devil would be probably the opposite, maybe like a sand creature, or maybe just like maybe like a human body on like a rock or whatever, and is able to like, you know, control the environment, cause everything to like rupture or destroy and stuff like that, and would be probably on the same level as the typhoon devil. And I have a way more interesting one, which is the thunder devil. I think that there's a lot of people I know, and also people from back in the day, like old cavemen, that are afraid of thunder. Like, thunder is definitely like a big fear, because thunder is noise, and us as humans are very, very scared of noise, scared of loud noises and stuff like that. And I think a devil based off thunder, which is a loud noise that a lot of people are afraid of, and also not just people but animals are afraid of, would be a very strong devil. I think it would be a really cool devil as well, because now we'll have a devil that can actually control like electricity and stuff like that, and lightning, and it'll be really, really cool. it would basically add the electric type of like enemy that we need in a manga, because I've noticed this in a lot of mangas, especially shonen mangas. There's just always a villain or a hero that's able to control electricity and lightning and stuff like that, and it'll be really cool if we have that in Chainsaw Man, but as an enemy. And it would definitely be like the next step to the torture that Denji has to go through fighting against characters that can like basically like hurt him with like debuffs in terms of like damages, like water, like drowning and stuff like that, and like fire, and then now he's gonna get shocked. I think that would like basically like just add on to it, and definitely would be something that I can see Fujimoto doing. And I think a Thunder Devil would look really cool. Like it'd be cool if like maybe like he's kind of inspired by Electro from the comics and Spider-Man, where his head is just like giant lightning bolt. I think it would be hilarious. Or like if they want to be more simpler, they can just have a normal human head. Like it depends if he's even a fiend or something. Like if I'm thinking like he's a fiend, but if he's a devil, it'd be really cool if he was just like a big spark man, like just like full electricity, full lightning. He has like no like real physical form, and he's just like electricity. Think of it kind of like how the Typhoon Devil was before he transformed into like his big baby form, when he was just like water moving around. But imagine him being just lightning and electricity just roaming around the world and stuff like that. And he would have to be fast because he's lightning. He would have to be like really fast. And I think it'll be really cool. Maybe could do like some shock waves and like some thunder blasts or whatever. I think it'll be a really cool devil. And it'll probably be another really strong devil. I wouldn't think it'd be a primal devil, even though there's like studies to show that thunder was one of the big fears that humans have had since the dawn of humans, that it'll probably be like a big fear. But knowing how people are and how humans evolved in probably Chainsaw Man, I doubt the Thunder Devil will be as powerful as it would have been in terms of like cave times, if you get what I'm saying. But that's all the devils I thought about off the top of my mind that I've been thinking about. Let me know down below what devils you have in your head that you've been thinking about. Like it could be as funny or as smart or as dumb as anything. It could be like the balls devil or something. It could be something. Whatever devils you have on your mind that you've been thinking about that you think could exist in Chainsaw Man, let me know down below and I would love to read it. Thank you guys for watching the video. Leave a like, subscribe to see more content like this, and hit that bell button posted consistently. And I'm gonna see you guys next time. Peace.